I'm Janelle Newman, and I'm the children's director here, and I have been for several years. This is year 10. I think kids ministry in general tends to draw the family more than other things around the church, because parents want to go where their kids feel safe and settled. And like when we were a family, looking for churches, kids ministry was one of the first things we looked at, outside of, theology and those things. But for our family, kids ministry is what got us here, because when we were stuck between two places and where to attend when we first moved here, we turned to our kid. And the young family is super critical. Without your young family, your churches will die. But not just the young family, but the children in the young families. If you look at, okay, in 2050, what are our churches going to be like? All 4 of my children will be adults in the church. And so what do I want the church to look like with those adults in the church and those young families as my age, I don't want to say old, but the older generation of the church. And so the future of our church lies with the young family. So it's super critical.
Hi, my name is Arnold.
I'm Nicole.
Sweet. The thing is, it was just waiting for the lease to expire, and at that point, I was okay. There's a lot of stuff I stopped caring about, like my credit, payments. I just didn't care anymore. Get evicted, I didn't care.
Just kind of let it go.
Let go of everything. And then one day, I was in my car and just contemplating over me losing her, losing the kids. Too much. I was depressed. I had a lot of anxiety. I had secondhand suicide thoughts, which I didn't plan on killing myself, but I wish that car or that truck just ran me over and just get it over.
Yeah.
So that they didn't think that I took the easy way out. And then I decided to call on the name Jesus Christ, to accept him to my heart and soul.
Yeah.
Being there for the kids, and the attitude changed, and it made me want to get to know him too. And also the kids were wanting to go. Ruben followed, and Ruben really was the one that suggested that I come.
My name is Jason. I am the pastor over digital ministry. We had a pastor a number of years ago who felt the call to young families and built a group out of that called The Gathering, and I was fortunate to be part of that when it started. And it's just a small group that focuses on young marrieds and young families. We even have some families with older kids who are kind of mentoring and doing life with other families. But the goal of that group was specifically to do 2 things. It was to provide fellowship and a way for families to connect with one another, because one of the most important things that specifically families and parents of young families in this generation are looking for is a significant connection and a significant relationship. And we saw the vision and caught it together that if we did not provide a space for that we were going to slowly, as a church, come to find that there would be no young families because there was no place for them to connect. The wisdom or the knowledge, they can get those things from the Lord, but we exist to connect them to that and model community in such a way that they feel empowered to step up and take the roles that God has given them as a husband or a wife or a mother or a father, or even sometimes as a son or daughter when we're experiencing things with those of us who are the parents experience it with our own parents, with the grandparents, and helping right some of those generational things that are going on as well.
So all of that stuff.
Young families within the church are the place where there is, honestly, I think, to summarize, I would say it's the place where we see Jesus.